Hey guys, so John here. I'm actually doing my first attack in Typhoon. Germans are attacking this unit. You have to attack everything you're adjacent to. All right, if you're adjacent to the Russians, you have to attack them. So we're going to attack them with 4th Panzer Division. 4th Panzer is here, and here we have one armored unit, and below both of those is a corresponding mechanized infantry. Okay, so how the hell does this work? So the first thing you need to know about this, during the first 3 turns, the Germans are out of supply, so that's going to affect, they're going to be halved of what they are, dropping all fractions, and that sucks. By the way, I've already done this attack, but I'm just explaining it to you guys. So the Germans drew really, really poor. All right, let's go. Let's do the top. So the values of the armored regiments are actually printed. It's a 1 and 1, the 14's movement. 1 here, 1 point there. So what's below? Well, this is where the mystery comes in. So right here you have what is a B and a 3. So you draw random shit. It's like the untried right here, and this is what you have, and it didn't turn out well. So you select a 3, and then you get the B, 3 points in this case. B3, so it's a 3, and you go to the B, it's 3, and it's halved. So it's 1.5, the 0.5 drop. This unit's worth a 1, actually. So put this back on top, and this armored on top is worth a 1. That stack right there is worth 2. This guy right here, on top of here, he's a 1. We have the B3 thing again. If you're thinking it couldn't get any worse, it does. Flip it over, and this is what I randomly drew. 3B is a 1, so you can't get any lower than a 1. You got to maintain that 1. He doesn't have no value. So a 1 plus a 1. So the strength of those 2 German stacks, because they're out of supply and they drew shitty chits, the 2 stacks are worth a 4. Now, what about the Russians? Well, the Germans, as you can see, they're applying air interdiction here, or air ground combat. So this guy has an A1, okay? Well, so he's a 1 with A, and what does he have? He drew, there's a 1, and A is 6. So what you have is 4 is attacking 6, 1 to 2. Now, the Germans they are going to benefit from shifts, okay? And the air shift is just 1 to the right, okay? So, and then here's what they do have. So you have you have divisional integrity. Okay, so divisional integrity is you have 4th Panzer, and the armored regiments don't really count. But if you have the mechanized portion of the division does count. So it's a +1. It's 1 shift for divisional integrity. Now the next one's pretty good. Combined arms. And basically is you have mechanized infantry, they do count as infantry. Mechanized infantry and armor here, mechanized infantry and armor here. Per stack, that's 1 shift per stack. So the total number of shifts are 2 for combined arms, 1 for air, and 1 for divisional integrity. So if you have 1 to 2 and you shift it up 4, that goes 1 to 1, 2 to 1, 3 to 1, 4 to 1. And then we're not on woods, we're not on city, we're not on town, we're not on rough. What we are is this battle is taking place in clear terrain. And I rolled a 5. Okay, I rolled a 5, and in 4 to 1 unclear, that comes down to D11. So the D1 refers to a retreat. The defender's got to retreat 1 or take a step loss, and then you have a 1 that's in parentheses, which mandates a step loss. So this is how this works. So for the mandatory step loss, what you do is this right here, this guy right here, the variable is going to flip over. So it flips from an A being 6 to A being 3. Now, what would happen if they suffered 2 step losses? you would totally lose this unit right here, the light pink. That would be gone, and the core unit would flip to what is known as its cadre side. Well, that's not the case. They only suffered one, so it stays just like this. And now they are obligated to retreat. I'll take the air unit away, and they're obligated to retreat 1 hex, and they're gonna go here. Oh, all right, they're gonna retreat northeast 1 hex, and the advance after combat, the first hex has to be the vacated hex, and you follow along the path. And simply, this unit is just gonna move into the vacated hex. And that's what you have for a first combat, and that's basically the gist of it for Typhoon, the Panzer Group Guderian scenario. I mean, the Germans, they're getting hosed because they're out of supply for the first 3 turns, and they just drew probably the 2 shittiest chits you can draw. At least one of them was, and the other one sucked almost as bad. So with that, with the odds being stacked against them and drawing 2 shitty chits, they still took a step away from the Russians and had the survivors retreat 1 hex. That's an example of combat. I think it's a pretty cool system. We'll see what happens. But I got to go do other attacks. Some attacks I don't even want to do. But if you are within the ZOC of an enemy unit, you have to attack, and that may not be good. I have another attack going on right next door, right here. But I just wanted to show you this one. All right. So I'm John. I'm out. I'll get some new videos to you guys later. All right. I'm out. Bye bye.